Travis Hunter just played in his NFL debut, and I couldn't be more stoked to be sitting here breaking down the film. He played limited snaps defensively, but played a ton on the offensive side of the ball, and you could tell Trevor Lawrence already had a lot of trust and faith in him as kind of like a safety net over the middle of the field in short area situations, getting him the ball and utilizing those playmaking abilities, but also saw some really good route running tendencies by him as well. And is that a surprise? No, we knew that coming in. Right here, we're going to be running a quick slant. We have about a half a yard of inside leverage. See, the DB is kind of playing to the outside. We're going to be running a 3-yard slant over the middle. I love his quick little hesitation at the top of his route, selling like he's going to get to the outside shoulder of the DB. It looks like they're in maybe like some type of match defense for the most part. Anyway, so again, we're running this quick slant, boom, and then we're running an out over here with Brian Thomas, who didn't have the greatest game in the world, but boom, act like we're going to the outside, get the defender to open up the hips a little bit, and have the middle wide open. Again, gets up the field, breaks the first tackle, falls forward for a nice 10-yard pickup, getting right to that line of scrimmage. I thought this was really good. Again, point of emphasis on the route running. Love this route. Again, act like we're getting to the outside, plant that left foot into the ground, head swivel to the outside shoulder as well, and then break over the middle. Ball is out early, right where it needs to be, right when it needs to be as well. Again, we'll take that all day. So we're going to break down some Travis Hunter film. I want to show you a little bit of both offense and defense from this game. Before we really dive in, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new. It's completely free. It doesn't cost anything, and we will be covering Travis Hunter, the Jaguars, throughout the entirety of the season. So let me know if you guys want more. With that being said, let's dive into the video. Solid play here by Travis Hunter. Now, we're going to start off with a little bit of pre-snap motion. So initially, see him lined up on the right side. We're going to see him line up over here to the left. Now, off first glance, you would assume that this is probably zone coverage, but if you really pay attention, you can see the little hints that it's man coverage, okay? First things first, look at this deep safety. It looks like he's kind of lined up, and as he moves, he's going to point over to his other safety, and then that safety looks back at J.C. Horn. They communicate. It looks like it could potentially be now man coverage. Now, ultimately, we're going to just see him run this in route. Now, Trevor Lawrence wants this immediately because he sees this linebacker bite in, but it's a bluff blitz, essentially dropping him back into coverage. Now, they actually get really lucky here because it's actually a pretty good throw. But again, they bluff the blitz, send him back into coverage, and because they're playing so off here, right, you got about 7 yards of off coverage with this in route. With this guy blitzing, we take it all day. We're like, okay, yeah, wait, we love this. Boom, dump it down, almost. I mean, it is very close to being a big mistake. Ends up getting it there. And good job by Travis Hunter. Another 10-yard pickup. Again, I feel like he has become, at least in this first game, a little bit of a safety valve for Trevor Lawrence in short area situations. But for the most part, I thought he did a really good job. And again, we're going to break down a ton more. Another play, again, get the ball to your playmaker in space. We're also going to look at some of his defensive clips too as well, so stay tuned for that. Also, do me a favor, hit the like button if you haven't already done so yet. It doesn't cost a thing. Also, and most importantly, subscribe to the channel. It is free. It doesn't cost anything to subscribe, and we will be covering this team all year. Guys, every single game, we got you guys covered. Join the family. Free. Okay, with that being said, let's get back into it though. We are going to see a quick little screen here. Quick little smoke screen. Get our guys out in blocking territory. The reason why we like this is you see how many guys are kind of lined up either in the box or in between the hashes, right? So we have some leverage here, okay? We have real good leverage to get this ball out quick, early, and hopefully our blockers can block. So again, that's the game plan. Snap, quick throw. Don't even take a step back. Just throw the ball, right? Boom. Quick fire. Allow our blockers space. Now, our tight end doesn't do a great job getting there quick enough. This DB's very fast, okay? I don't blame him, but does make that first guy miss. Change of direction was really good. Does ultimately get caught from behind. But again, 4 or 5 yard pickup in the red area. Can't really hate on it too much. But you could really tell their game plan, get him the ball. Now, it didn't break anything more than 10 yards, unfortunately. There's just nothing there. Like, obviously, you want to go to your blockers. There's just nothing there. They didn't do a great job on this one, especially off this deep side. Like, we got to get there, man. We got to get there. Come on, big 73. Just whiffed. All right, though. Hey, not a bad play. He'll take it. With football season officially back, you, as well as me, have a chance to over 1,000 XR money, and I'm doing it on the Sleeper app this year. And first of all, if you use my promo code DUBS, they're going to give you a 100% match deposit for the first timers, right, up to $100. So basically what that means, if you put down $100 using my code, they're going to give you an additional $100 match. I mean, you should do it just for that, right? But also, I want to show you my picks, and I'm going to be kind of smart about this because there was two players that had pretty tough week ones in the NFL this year. One of them is Terry McLaurin. They are going to get him the ball this week. I can almost guarantee you he had a slow week. They just paid him a lot of money. He is going to be a focal point of their offense this week. I love it. I love that line. We're also want to look at AJ Brown. Same thing, more than 65.5 receiving yards. I think that's a done deal, and I'm going to keep it simple. I'm going to keep it sweet. I'm going to throw it in just like that. Let's see. What does it get us? $10 for 30. I mean, again, that's just simple. I don't like to be too risky. I'm going to do what I want to do, and I think, you know what? Let's go. I'm all in on that just to show you I did do it. So let me know what you guys think. Go use my promo code. Again, guys, if you use my promo code DUBS down below, you're going to get a $100 match on your first deposit. Terms and conditions apply. See Sleeper's terms of use for details. And they're currently operational in about 25 different states right now. So check out Sleeper today if you haven't already done so yet. Here's a quick play. Getting lined up versus the rookie Mattydubs McMillan. Tough matchup in college, right? He's basically going to run a dig over the middle of the field. Travis Hunter does a fine job. Doesn't get beat initially off the snap. Stays hip to hip the first, until he gets to the top of his route. At the top, he does create maybe a half a yard of separation out there, but it's not enough. And the quarterback, Bryce Young, didn't have any time. Okay, he gets sacked pretty quickly there. All we got to do is, apply pressure or guard until we get pressure. And they applied the pressure. Smoot was able to get the sack here. And Travis Hunter, crystal clear on this one. Covered until his defense was able to get a little bit of pressure on the quarterback. Got the sack. Good job. I'll take it all day. Very similar play. Same thing. Pre-snap motion. Maybe man coverage. Last time they disguised it. This time they do it even better. Where they don't really communicate the safeties, but it is actually man coverage once again. We're just going to run a quick little in over the middle. Now, initially, we think it's zone, because you wouldn't have J.C. Horn on a tight end. So I guarantee you, for the most part, they're probably thinking Trevor Lawrence like, oh, okay, this is zone. They're not going to put their best corner on our tight end. No one motions over. It looks like it could be zone, but it's actually man coverage. So once again, you're going to see the safety locking on Travis Hunter. And again, over the middle, get the ball out early. If you're going to play soft, we're going to take what you give us. And once again, that's what they do. They play soft. They give us 5-6 yards of easy yardage, and we're going to take it every single day of the week. So again, I feel like this was just the game plan coming in, was get the ball to Travis Hunter in off coverage and let him work in space. Right here, DB does a good job getting onto the back of Travis Hunter and making sure he gets no extra yardage after first contact. But if you're a fan of the Jaguars team, I would be pretty stoked about at least his role onto the football team early on. It's going to expand, okay? So this is just the start. So expect things to really ramp up over the next 3, 4, 5 weeks. You're going to see his route concept, his route tree really open up, and hopefully the confidence builds as well between him and his quarterback. Another interesting play, they're going to disguise a man. We're going to drop into zone right before the snap. You're going to see him drop into a cover 3. Gets wicked far back here. Now initially, we do allow a little bit of separation here over the middle. They end up just taking the dump down to Hunter Renfrow, but we do have to acknowledge that this dig, the dig was there for the tight end. Ultimately, not much to say. Wasn't really targeted much in this game at all. However, he did ultimately give up this play right here to, once again, Mattydubs McMillan running this dig. However, I don't know if I would say this is on him specifically. It looks like they're in a zone coverage, maybe a cover 2 here. You got your curls, you got your curl here, soft cloud flats, I'm guessing, and then your 2 halves down or back deep here. Essentially, when we drop back, we see the zone starting to take place. Now, it looks like it's probably a match coverage here where he is supposed to follow because there's no one else over here. So he probably could have done a little bit better of a job. Ultimately does allow the catch, does get the tackle. Not terrible. You see our guy right here, number 2, he could do a better job. Our job in zone is to read the quarterback's eyes. Bryce Young does a good job looking at Hunter Renfrow, scanning, and then boom, throwing, right? Puts in a tight window, gets a nice little completion. I guess a solid play there for the offense. A little bit of a completion allowed for Travis Hunter, but I'm going to end the video here. Make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe, join the family, turn on post notifications. That way you're notified when we do post more Travis Hunter videos. And let me know what you guys thought about his NFL debut.